Attorney General Jeff Sessions shot down allegations that there is some secret reason why he recused himself, as James Comey insinuated in his appearance before the Senate Intelligence Committee. Here is Sessions.
This is a secret innuendo being leaked out there about me, and I don't appreciate it. And I've tried to give my best and truthful answers to any committee I've appeared before, and it's really people are suggesting through innuendo that I have been not honest about matters, and I've tried to be honest.
Our next guest says the Attorney General effectively dispelled the charges that he misrepresented his scant communications with the Russian ambassador. Joining us tonight, Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. And Judge, as you might suspect, I have been anxious to talk with you, so much here to cover. You did not think that the Attorney General Sessions should appear before the committee. How do you think he acquitted himself?
I thought he shouldn't have appeared before the committee because of potential conflicts between defending himself, defending the president, and defending the Justice Department, and because he wasn't appearing as the Attorney General in charge of a criminal investigation or an intelligence investigation, because he's recused from them. He appeared as a witness. Nevertheless, he did acquit himself very nicely on the principal reasons he was there. Did he or did he not mislead Congress about his communications with Ambassador Kislyak? One, the communications were scant, perfunctory, routine, and without material conversation. Two, the way the questions were worded to him, in which he allegedly made misrepresentations, were so vague that almost any answer would have complied with them. So I am satisfied, wearing my judicial hat, not my pro-Trump hat or my libertarian hat, my judicial hat. I am satisfied that he answered as honestly as he could and acquitted and got rid of the issue of any relationship with Kislyak.
I thought that at a number of instances Kamala Harris did herself no good today in her appearance.
I don't know what she was trying to accomplish.
She's trying to be more than she frankly reveals she's capable of being, and she should be embarrassed. Senator Wyden should be embarrassed as well. It was really a
I thought Senator Wyden's attacks on the Attorney General were too personal, and had he still been Senator Sessions, Senator Wyden could have been disciplined for those attacks, because you can't do that to a fellow senator. You shouldn't be able to do it to an officer of the federal government.
The partisanship, as Senator Cotton pointed out during that hearing, those senators, 6 of them on the committee at that point, not a one had asked, how in the world did Russia intervene in our elections? Which is purportedly and presumably the reason for the hearings and for the committee to be investigating.
So we know how Russia intervened from an illegal act performed by a contractor for the NSA who revealed an NSA report. She's in jail in Georgia. Now, I've applauded her for this because it's a summary.
That's not necessarily, I think we have to reserve just a little credibility here. One is, we don't know that that was the case. It is presumed, it is...
If the document is true, and the NSA hasn't denied it, it shows how insidious the Russians were. They attacked the websites of 122 city and county clerks responsible for tabulating ballots.
So we're talking about 39 states. Bloomberg tonight reporting that 39 states, some of the jurisdictions may have been, there was an attempted attack.
Oh, well, we don't know if they manipulated any numbers. There's no evidence of that, but they were there in those websites.
We're told by sources within the intelligence community they did not.
Correct.
We'll see whether or not that turns out to be true. But what is interesting is we have 17 intelligence agencies, and I want you to stay with me on this, Judge, because we need your judicial ruling on this. We have 17 intelligence agencies. We have 2 intelligence committees, one in the House, one in the Senate, and they are investigating Russian interference on our election. These 2 congressional hearings, what are they doing? Because if those intelligence agencies don't know how the Russians intervened, don't know who they colluded with, what are we paying them for?
We don't know what they know, but they certainly didn't reveal any knowledge or interest in the Russian involvement today. The Republicans were trying to make Jeff Sessions look good. The Democrats are trying to make him look bad. Neither were interested in the substantive reason for which the investigation began.
These are two committee hearings who have only one clear purpose, and that is to attack the Trump administration, the officials of his administration, and not to find out the truth.
I fully agree with you on that.
The job of finding out the truth about Russian intervention is the responsibility of the intelligence committees, and those two committees that we are watching in this just, I think, appalling display have the responsibility of oversight over those 17 agencies. Why aren't they bringing them to heel and explaining why they didn't know what was going on with the Russians?
They're intimidated by the intelligence agencies. They let Admiral Rogers...
How can you be intimidated by them? They don't do much.
You can be intimidated by them because of what they know about you. That's why they let Admiral Rogers and DNI Coates get away with saying nothing. But Bob Mueller will come to the rescue because his investigation is below the radar screen. He will tell us, I hope soon.
Bob Mueller has already aligned himself. His top hires are all Democratic donors.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything to me.
It means a great deal.
No, he has a legal responsibility.
When did you become a Pollyanna, Judge?
He has a legal responsibility to get to the bottom of this in a way.
He has an ethical responsibility to not be conflicted. He is conflicted as can be.
All right, on that we disagree, because prosecutors can be friends with their witnesses. They are all the time.
In this partisan age, you think that somebody is going to give Mueller credit for being bipartisan in his first official hires or Democratic
I don't care
donors?
if he's bipartisan. If he indicts people and prosecutes them and they are guilty, that's what he's supposed to do. All prosecutors think their targets are guilty, and their job is to find evidence to demonstrate it.
You've just undercut your own argument. All prosecutors think their targets are guilty.
Right, or that wouldn't be the target.
Well, if they are the target, then give me the crime and give me the evidence.
Oh, well, I don't know what it is.
You don't know.
I know that
Neither do the congressional committees who've been investigating for 6 months. Neither does the FBI, which has been investigating for 11. At what point do we say this is stupid,
absurd? The congressional committees are controlled by the president's own party. They could shut these investigations down in a heartbeat.
You want to get started on the president's own party, and would you like to build a lofty statue to Paul Ryan and to Mitch McConnell?
No, on that you and I agree.
This is a fight between the deep state, the Dems, and the GOP establishment as well.
On that I agree with you. Because everybody that interrogated Jeff Sessions this afternoon in both parties has one thing in common. They all want to get reelected. They don't care about getting to the truth.
And with that,
did we come around to the same side?
I think that there's far more at work here. I think we're watching a concerted, orchestrated effort to undercut an administration and destroy it.
Fully agreed. And the work that we do here is to expose that.
Unfortunately, so many news organizations are not taking that duty responsibly.
Most news organizations are in cahoots with it.
Judge Andrew Napolitano, good to see you.